welcome to today's video. As you clicked onto this title, I'm going to talk about how I make friends in my adulthood. As someone who has struggled to make friends all her life. Now, ever since I've learned how to make friends and I've had so much amazing friends, I've kind of felt like I put the nail down and I really put the hammer down on the nail, and I feel like it's amazing to be able to finally have that group of friends that I always dreamed of as a child, and I figure why not share with the universe just in case anyone out there is struggling like I was when I was a little girl. If you see me looking down on my notes, don't mind that. I have everything I want to say in my notebook. But yes, I hope you enjoyed today's video. How I make friends. Okay, so first thing I'm going to talk about is events. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is going to social events. The social event that I've made the most friends was from K-pop events. I used to be really into K-pop when I was around 19 to 20 years old. You know, I really got into TXT and Stray Kids, and because of that, I really went to as much as events as I could and collect all the photo cards and cup sleeves. I actually made quite a few good friends there, like my friends Kayla, my friends Martha, you know. We would go together and then we would kind of just bond over groups that we liked or like what we would like to do throughout the day. You know, just meet up there and plan our day ahead. I find that going to social events like that kind of breaks the ice a little bit because you're all there because you all have a common interest, and that was because we enjoyed listening to that specific artist or that specific group, you know. So it's like everyone has something in common in that room, so at least you'll have something to talk about. Whereas if you go to like a social picnic or something, it's like you're there but you don't really know how to break the ice. What I would usually talk to people about was I would really go up to someone, or I would kind of just talk to the admin, kind of being like, oh, who's your favorite member, who's your bias, or what was your favorite song in their latest comeback, you know, which really got the ball rolling. It was a lot of fun, and who doesn't love boba? Most of the cup sleeve events I went to was at a bubble tea place as well, so it's like you're making friends and you're drinking your yummy boba tea, perfect place to go, you know. I made quite a few friends there and it was really nice. That's kind of one of the reasons why, reasons I miss being into K-pop. I feel like I just grew out of it now, which is sad, but I just have different interests now. But you could also go to other events, I know there's a matcha event happening as well, where girls will meet up and try matcha at different cafes. My friend goes to those and she said that the people are pretty nice there. Also, you could go to as I was saying, social picnic events. I mean, those are fun as well. It's kind of a little bit challenging, but I mean, everyone's there to socialize, so you can just go up to literally anyone and just be like, hi, my name is Fiona, it's nice to meet you, you know, it's cool that everyone's here to socialize and just get to know each other. You can ask them what they do for a living, or what they study, what their favorite color is, little icebreakers like that. You can find some online as well, but yeah, those are some fun events to do. Another one is online, which is how I've met a majority of my good friends. I use Bumble, which is like, I know it's a dating app, but I use the Bumble Friends, which is just, it's basically dating, but you're looking for friends and you just like swipe left or right. And you get to see their profile, what their interests are, whereabouts, like how far they are from you. Sounds kind of weird when you say it out loud like that, but like, I promise you, like, all the experiences I've had with them have like been completely safe. I haven't been catfished at all, which thank God. But yeah, it's like you get to know the person before you even start talking to them, you know? So like, I met my best friend Tilly through that, and because of that we were able to bond over like stuff we enjoy and what our interests are, and it is really great. Even to this day I still use it when I would like to meet more friends. Also, you could try Facebook. I know this sounds weird, but Facebook has like different types of groups, and I joined one that is called Friends on Purpose in Melbourne. And I actually met a really good friend on there, you know, which is really cool. Also, do be careful because once I didn't meet someone that ended up trying to get me to join their cult. I would say keep your guard open until like the second time you guys meet, and it's like they're not asking you to join a religion or anything. But yeah, I got really lucky because my friend Caitlin messaged me on there, and she was really like sweet. She said that she had been messaging a lot of people, and she just met people that would respond to her, and like through a few more like chats and stuff, you guys, based off the vibe, if you don't feel like you don't need to meet, but because we were getting along so well, we ended up meeting up for coffee, and she's great, you know, she's one of my great friends, and like every time I talk to her, like she always opens my mind to other like perspectives, and I love how we have so many ethical like things in common, you know. Also, I met a really good friend, another good friend on, sorry, not Facebook, on Bumble again. Veronique, she's really amazing. She's working towards like, I don't know what the specific term is, but like she's gonna work as like a scientist, like research for women's health. And what I love about her is that she is really passionate about it. So I always, like, every time we hang out, I always get to ask her questions about women's health. And like, she really opens up my mind about how different we are from men's health, and like how our research, like our health research, isn't as advanced as it should be, or where it should be compared to where it is now, you know. I just love like being with people that open your mind, and like they're good for your heart, but they're also good for your brain. Um Another place that you can meet friends is through work. If you really love your work, and like if you don't have enough time to socialize, I I kind of struggle with this because like I work in the childcare sector, and a lot of my coworkers are a little bit older than me. So it's like I don't really have like, it's hard to find common ground because it's like, you know, like I'm in my 20s, I'm still figuring out things, and I'm also like, I have a lot of spare time in my hands versus my coworkers who they could be mothers, or they could be in their later stages, you know, where they don't have a lot of spare time, or like they have grandkids or just children to look after. It's like, it's really hard to find common ground for me, but like they're still really nice people, you know, like I still consider them as friends, but I don't see myself hanging out with them outside of work. But yeah, you could meet someone, there could be someone in your work that is like the same age as you, and you may find off that comment, or you may not find anything in common, but you still hit it off. You never know. Now, I've talked to you guys about how to make friends, but it's also so important that we talk about how to maintain friendships, because you can make so many friends in a year, but what really matters is like how many friendships do you maintain in a year. It's also like, as a disclaimer, I just want to put out, like, if you meet up with someone but you don't feel the vibe, like you feel like you didn't really click together, it's okay, you know, like you can kind of just try to talk, like just say, oh hey, thanks for meeting up, like you're a really cool person, blah blah blah. Like talk to them a little bit, and I'm sure if it didn't click or anything, like maybe it'll just fizzle out naturally. Just fizzle out naturally, or you can say like a polite message being like, you're an amazing person, but I just didn't feel a connection, you know, because sometimes that does happen where you don't feel a connection with someone, and you don't want to lead them on to anything, and it's nicer to just be honest and send that message instead of just ghosting them completely, because like, okay, we made all the effort, and then after one meetup it's like they're gone. And if someone does send you a message like that being like, I'm sorry, I just don't see a future where we, I don't know how to say it. It's like they don't want to be your friend anymore. Try not to take it personally, because honestly, we all have our preferences, whether we like it or not. We all have that person in our mind where it's like we're most likely to reach out to someone because it may be that we have more interest, or they just connect with you more, versus someone who you guys barely have any interest, and it's like it feels like you're just talking to them because you don't, because just for the sake of it, you know. We all have our preferences, whether we like it or not. So don't beat yourself up for not being able to meet their preference, or them not being able to connect with them, you know, because at the end of the day, just think that, be grateful for the memories that you guys did make, and be thankful that you were able to learn through that experience. Try to message your friends as much as you can, whether that just be like, oh hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well, or like, what I love to do is responding to my friends' message, like stories. Like if my friend posts a selfie or anything, I'll just hype her up, being like, oh my god, you look so hot, I love you. Like, yeah, just hype them up. Just show them that you care about them, and that you're there for them, you know. Try to just message them frequently, or like just even like on a random date where they pop in your head, and you're like, you can tell them like, oh hey, this reminded me of you, I hope you're well. Or like, I send this out a lot, which is just like, hey, I'm sorry. I'm really bad at messaging my friends, but I try to just tell them. I'll always just be like, hey, I'm sorry that I couldn't. Hey, I'm sorry that I've been busy, but please, let's meet up for something. I'm really bad at messaging, but I do try to plan things as much as I can, because I'm better talking to them in person than messaging them, because I don't know, I just run out of things to type, or like I just can't be bothered typing everything. I mean, I do send both voice notes here and there, but I prefer sitting face to face with them and like being able to spill everything. So yeah, just try to plan hangouts with them as much as possible. And while you're doing that, also remember that if you're putting in all this effort, they should be putting in as much effort as well. So like when you're planning things, I'd say wait a little bit and wait for them, because I usually I find that I'm a planner a lot of the time. Like, I'm a big extrovert, so I love hanging out with my friends. I love talking to people. I love being up. But I also catch myself sometimes. So I'm like, wait, why have I been the only one planning these events? Like, they should be doing the same. So after a while, I kind of just pause and wait for them, you know? And that's kind of a test to see like, how much they want you in their life, you know? If they plan something with you, then great. If they don't put in the effort, then what's the point? Like, I don't want to put in my energy to someone that doesn't care about me or doesn't invite me out versus someone who reciprocates my feelings and who puts in the effort to hang out with me, you know? So try to remember that you're just as worthy as they are and you're just as important. I basically covered everything I wrote. Yeah. But I really hope this guide helps a little bit because, like, I don't know, being an adult, it's so much harder to find friends versus, you know, like when you were in high school where you always saw your friends every day and you would hang out every lunch or recess. And I've definitely, like, in my early years, like a couple of years ago, I struggled a lot, especially after high school. Like, I would try to make friends in uni and stuff, but even after uni, it's like I was really lost and I couldn't. The friendship that I made in uni wasn't as maintainable as I thought it would be because, like, we were only together for 2 years and it's like they just stopped messaging me after a while. So I really felt lucky when my sister introduced me to Bumble and I was able to meet a lot of my friends on there. Like, I met a lot of my friends 2 years ago and we're still going really strong, you know. I'm really, like, I feel really lucky to have found people that care about me and that put in an effort to actually see me. I hope this video helps and I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.